there, it's Mandy from Designer Chameleon. Today I'm going to be doing a setup with my new coffee kit to make a list of the things that I'd like to finish by the end of 2020. This kit is brand new to my shop and I've just been dying to figure out a reason to use it, and I've also been thinking about making sure that there are things that I do by the end of the year, and I put the two together and here we are. To start with, I took a piece of construction paper or craft paper and I punched it to make it the right size to fit into my planner, and I added some lines so that I wasn't writing off in odd directions. From there, I just jumped in with the stickers. These coffee stain stickers are some of my favorite. They're on the header sheet and they make the cutest little background for whatever title you want to put on your page or however you want to use them. But I'm using them to create the title across the top that says 20 to finish in 2020. I'm also using another header. This one is just a plethora of little coffee stain circles. I think it's so cute and adds a lot of personality and texture to the side of my page. I'm also going to be adding one little tiny coffee stain circle to each line. They're perfect size for making a list and checking things off, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing with this spread, making my list of the things that I want to finish before the year is over. From here, it's time to add in the actual coffee. Frappuccino, a bag of coffee, a nice hot latte, all the fun things that you would find on your coffee menu. But I am only using the ones with the blue accents. There are also stickers in this kit that have like a fuchsia accent and a sort of pumpkin-y colored accent. But for this particular spread, I'm keeping it completely color monochrome or monochromatic. It's all going to be blue. So I'm only using the blue colored accent stickers in this kit. To me, it's fun when you can set up your header and it's not a lot of muss and fuss. These stickers just make it really easy. To add a little bit of lettering, I'm doing a slight bounce here, but not a big bounce. Bounce is something that's so tricky. I think bounce and drop shadow are the two kinds of lettering that I'm still trying really hard to get better at. But I think it turned out cute, and it'll definitely help me remember what I need to do for the rest of the year. In addition to really wanting to try out the coffee kit, I've also been wanting a way to use my white Uniball pen. This white gel writes on dark colors beautifully, and I don't get the opportunity to use it very often, so I've also been trying to think of ways that I can incorporate it into some of my spreads, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity. The one thing I will say I've noticed, if you don't have one of these pens yourself yet, they're not expensive. I highly recommend grabbing one. You can get them on Amazon or any craft store, but the ink tends to run dry very quickly. So you sort of have to stop in between lines and let it, I don't know, make itself happy again, because it will start to fade out on you. And also, completely unrelated to my gel pen, it doesn't help when you make the longest item on your list on the top line where you've already got a sticker placed that stops you from writing it down. So we had to lift this guy and move him up. We're gonna just roll with it. This is how it happens. I'm sure you've been there. We've all been there. So I think it ends up looking okay. I don't think it's super noticeable. Craft paper, as you probably know, is a little different than planner paper or journal paper. It just grabs on to everything, even if it's a repositionable sticker. So I wasn't even sure it would come up, but it did. So all is not lost. In previous years, when I've done these lists, I've separated the list out into different categories, some for home, some for my shop, some for my pets, my family. This year, I just put them all together in really no specific order. It was sort of stream of consciousness. What is top of mind that I really know I need to do, but I haven't done it yet, and I would feel so much better and feel accomplished if they were completed by the end of the year. All different ways to do it, and all really well worth the effort, whichever way you plan to make your list. I'd love to know in the comments if you make your own lists for finishing out the year. It totally depends on the time of year, what my list looks like. And I try not to make myself do it at any specific point in the year, just when it starts to hit me that we're on the downswing and I'm just ready to start looking back and looking forward. 2020 in particular, for not just me, for absolutely everyone, has been the craziest roller coaster that you could have never planned for. So I think this year my list has a little bit more of a feeling where I need to just have some things accomplished so that I can feel like I was successful this year. So many things have been canceled, so many things have been more difficult than we want them to be. So I'm sure you're in the same boat I am and really ready for 2021. With my list complete, all that's left is for me to get some things accomplished and check them off. I hope I was able to give you some ideas for setting your own goals to finish out 2020, or even some ideas for how to use maybe a dark cardstock, a gel pen, anything at all. So if you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Make sure you ring the bell so that you're notified for the next one. Bye-bye.